Hello students. Today we will discuss next important question from the essay Prayer written by Mahatma Gandhi. So the question we are going to discuss today is how does Mahatma Gandhi dwell upon the need and value of prayer? I repeat the question. How does Mahatma Gandhi dwell upon the need and value of prayer in the essay Prayer? So, let us now discuss the answer to this question. Mahatma Gandhi was a deeply religious man. In this essay, Prayer, he brings out the power and efficacy of prayer. He dwells upon its need and value. More things are wrought by prayer than man can ever dream of. So, Mahatma Gandhi was a deeply religious man. He was a religious minded person. In this essay, he is stressing upon the power and efficacy and the importance of prayer. He says that we can achieve many things by praying to God than we can ever dream of. Mahatma Gandhi believes that prayer is the soul and essence of religion. So, according to Mahatma Gandhi, prayer is the soul and essence of religion. It is very important for the purity or for the strength of our spirit or soul. No man can live without religion, so no man can do without prayer. Some proud people do not believe in religion. Every man, by nature and instinct, believes in some sort of relationship with God. Because prayer is very important, so every man believes in uh, he believes in any religion, so he cannot do without prayer. Some proud people, some egoistic people, they say that they don't believe in any religion. Every man by nature and instinct, means inner spirit, believes in some sort of a relationship with God. So every man, every person on this earth feels that he or she has a sort of relationship or bonding with God. Even those who do not believe in God believe in moral principles. So the people who say that they don't believe in any religion, they believe in moral principles according to which they spend or they live their lives. They believe in good and evil. Bradlaugh was an atheist. Atheist means a person who doesn't believe in God. So Bradlaugh, he was a person, he didn't believe in God, but he made truth the guiding principle of his life and suffered for it because he didn't believe in God. So he made truth the guiding principle of his life and suffered for it, means he lived his life by following the principle of truth, and he also suffered for this guiding principle. He found joy in truth. He found the same joy which comes from communication with God. So, whenever he spoke truth, he found joy, he found happiness in it. He found the same happiness, same joy which comes from communion with God. Communion means a type of relationship. So, in following truth, he found the same happiness, same joy which a person feels in communion, or in relationship with God. Prayer is an essential part of religion. It is the core of man's life. Essential part. Prayer is an essential part means one cannot do away with this part of their life, his or her life. So, prayer is very important for a person. It is the core of man's life. Core means it's the central part of a man's life. Gandhi draws a distinction between petitional prayer and prayer for inward communion. So, according to Gandhi, there is a distinction, means there is a difference between petitional prayer and prayer for inward communion. Petitional prayer, when we pray to God to achieve something, or when we inward communion, when we pray to God to keep a type of a relationship with God. In petitional prayer, we should pray to God for the purification of the soul, for freeing it from the darkness of ignorance. So, prayer awakens the divine in man, hence, it is very essential for man. According to Gandhi, we should pray to God for the purification, for the purity of our soul, for our redemption from the darkness of ignorance. So, therefore, prayer is very important for a man. According to Mahatma Gandhi, prayer is not the exercise of words, it is not the repetition of empty formulas. Repetition of Ram Nam is useless if it does not stir the soul. According to Mahatma Gandhi, prayer doesn't mean only the exercise of words, it is not the repetition of empty formulas. Repetition of Ram Nam or reciting the God's name is useless if it does not stir the soul. Stir means to move. If by reciting God's name our soul doesn't move, then it is useless. In prayer, it is better to have a heart without words than words without a heart. So, we should pray to God with our heart. A hungry soul will relish a heartfelt prayer as a hungry man relishes a hearty meal. Only as a hungry person can enjoy the hearty meal. In the same way, the soul that is hungry, only a hungry soul can enjoy the heartfelt prayer, means the prayer which is done by heart. Prayer has its own magic. A person who has experienced this magic can do without food for several days, but not a single moment without prayer. A person who has experienced the magic, the reward which one gets by praying, that person cannot do without uh, that person can do without food. He can live without food for many days, for several days, but that person cannot live even a single moment without praying to God. He has no inward peace without prayer. So, without praying to God, that person cannot achieve internal peace. Gandhi urges us to pray every minute of our lives. We are erring human beings. We find it difficult to hold communion with God for a few moments. So, Gandhi advises us to pray every minute of our lives. According to Gandhi, we should pray every minute of our life to God. We are erring human beings. Erring means we make mistakes. According to him, human beings make mistakes in their lives. So we find it very difficult to have a kind of relationship with God for a few moments. Means we find it difficult to recite God's name for a few minutes, a few moments. So perpetual communion is impossible. Perpetual means continuous. So we cannot pray to God continuously. We must fix some time to rise above the flesh and material world. So it is must for us to rise above the flesh and material world, or these materialistic things in this world. Our prayer should be a passionate cry of the soul, hungering for union with God. So our prayer must be passionate cry of the soul, hungering, that is hungry for union or communion with God. So our prayer should be by our heart. In the heart of man, there is an eternal conflict between the forces of good and evil. Prayer gives us strength and leads us from darkness to light, from evil to good. According to Gandhi, there is an eternal conflict. Eternal means that lasts forever. According to Gandhi, there is a continuous conflict between the forces of good and evil. But prayer gives us strength. It makes us strong by heart, and it leads us from darkness to light. Darkness, which darkness? Darkness of ignorance. So, prayer leads us from darkness of ignorance to light of knowledge, from evil to good. So, evil persons, by praying to God, they become good. The man of prayer is at peace with himself and with the whole world. So, a person who prays to God, he lives peacefully, and he brings peace into the lives of others also. The man who does not pray from the core of his heart remains miserable and makes the world miserable. So, a person who doesn't pray to God by the core of his heart, he remains miserable. Miserable means unhappy. That person lives an unhappy life, and he or she makes the whole world around him unhappy too. So, prayer is of great value to man in this world and in the life after death. So, prayer is very important, or the essential part of one's life, and even after death. Prayer brings peace and discipline in our daily life. So, to bring peace and discipline in our lives, we must pray to God. The seekers after truth must have faith in the power of prayer. So, a person who wants to seekers means the persons who try to find out truth, they must have faith in the power of, in the magic of prayer. It produces the desired result. So, when we pray to God, God gives us reward. It is our bounden duty to pray to God, and we should never fail in this duty. So, it's our bounden, our fixed duty to pray to God. We must pray to God, and we should never fail in this duty of praying to God. We should begin our day with prayer. We should make it so soulful and heartfelt that it may remain with us until the evening. So when we get up in the morning, we should begin our day with prayer. We should make it so soulful, means we should pray to God by our heart that it may remain with us until the evening. We should pray to God by our heart so that our prayer, so that the effect of prayer remain with us until the evening. We should close the day with prayer so that we may have a a peaceful night free from evil dreams. When we sleep, we should close our day with prayer so that we may have a peaceful night free from fearful dreams. Evil dreams means fearful dreams. We should not worry about the form of prayer. So we should not worry in which form we pray to God. It is compulsory that we must pray by our heart. Any form of union with God will do, means we can pray to God in any form. The spirit should not wander when we pray. So, when we pray to God, our spirit should be stable, our soul, our spirit should be stable. So, it should not wander or move here and there. So, prayer is very important to live a peaceful, disciplined life or to make ourselves strong. So, prayer is very important or essential part of our life. So, students, in this essay, Mahatma Gandhi, as we have already discussed, Mahatma Gandhi has stressed upon the fact on that we must pray to God to live a best life or to live a disciplined and peaceful life. So we must pray to God daily. We must begin our day with by praying to God, and we must close our day by praying to God with our hearts. So today we have discussed this important question from the essay prayer. Tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.